Hello, Maria, right?
Yes, Maria.
Welcome. Before we begin, I wanted to go over confidentiality. Everything you share here is private. The only exceptions are if you share something that indicates harm to yourself or others, or if I'm required by law to report. Do you understand and agree to what I've shared?
Yes, I understand.
Awesome. Great. Do you have any questions about confidentiality before we get started?
No questions.
Okay. I'm glad. Thank you for being here today. I wanted to start by thanking you for completing your intake form. It really helps me understand what you brought out, and it helps to expose some of your thinking. Um, I see that time management has been a struggle, as well as some difficulties in making new friends. And I saw trouble sleeping, occasional anxiety. Does this sound accurate?
It does, yeah. Um, it's my first semester at HCU, so I'm a bit nervous. Don't know what to expect. Don't know um who any of my classmates are.
I don't
So,
understand that. Okay. Um, well, let's take these manifold concerns. Let's take it one at a time. You mentioned time management. Can you tell me usually what happens when you try to manage your schedule?
so for now that semester just started, I'm just trying to adjust. And usually, summer just ended. I did a lot of family time. I worked as a babysitter, so my schedule is obviously changing too, and
Mm,
um I'm trying to give myself enough time to focus on my classes and my schoolwork, and I'm not sure if um maybe later on, like in a couple weeks, I'll get myself, more organized. But for now, it just feels like I'm transitioning into, I don't know, like a whole different I just need a new routine and I need to get myself organized with it, which I'm
I
not
see.
really good at. I don't really write things down. I'm trying to do that more. I don't
Mhm.
really write things down. I kind of just it's everything goes based off of my memory. I always just keep things up here.
Sounds so overwhelming. So look, on a scale of 1 to 10, one being the worst, how would you rate yourself as far as time management?
At the moment, I would maybe a 6.
A 6. Okay.
Yeah.
That, that gives us a good baseline. Now let's talk about sleep. You rated sleep difficulties as a 6 out of 10 on your intake. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Can you share a bit about what's been happening with your sleep?
I I'm not I'm very distracted by my phone a lot. I consider that I consider nighttime once I'm done with everything. I'm ready for bed. I'm in bed. I consider that me time. And
Uh,
yeah, time just it's like I'm on my phone, I'm scrolling down social media or
yeah,
TikTok,
yeah.
and the next thing you know, it's 2 a.m. and now I only
Um,
get 5 hours of sleep.
Unpacking yourself seems like it anyway. Oh my, I get it. That makes sense. Sleep, it can affect a lot of our doings. On the same scale, where would you put yourself with sleep right now? Right now, from what you've just expressed.
At the moment, I would say it's I'm in the middle. I would say a 5. It's
Okay.
not too bad, but it's not where I would like to be. I would like to get at least 8 hours of sleep, and I have not been getting that.
So it adjusted from, as you talked about it, as you exposed it, it went from a 6 to a 5. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Um, Also, you mentioned that sometimes you hesitate to make friends or get out of your shell. Tell me what makes you feel like that.
Um, so during my when I was okay, so this goes way back since I was like a kid and middle school, high school. I've always been very I never okay, so I was like in organizations and clubs,
Mhm.
but
Sure.
as far as like maintaining friendships and um like I guess like feeling the need to have those friendships, I
Sure.
never really felt that just because I don't know, I just felt like I was always so focused on my studies and I prioritized other things like um,
Mm,
family time and schoolwork have always been my top two priorities.
sure.
And I don't know, I think I just find that I think I'm satisfied with having only family relationships and not so many friendships. And I never
Mm,
prioritize making friendships or making an effort to make friendships, get out of my shell and actually go make connections with people.
mm. Sounds lonely at times. Tell me, on a scale, as we went over before, how would you rate yourself right now in making friends? Your confidence in making friends?
Um, I would say maybe, well, because the semester just started, I don't know, I think I'm
Sure.
doing pretty good. I would say maybe a seven. Maybe a
Okay,
seven.
so when it comes to confidence, and not necessarily the friends you've made, but the confidence, you would say you have the confidence of a seven.
Oh, just the confidence? Like just
The confidence. Yes.
okay. No, yeah, I would keep it at a seven.
Okay, okay. Thanks for being so open. Now I want to ask you something about what I refer to as the miracle question. Imagine that tonight, while you were sleeping, a miracle happens and all of these struggles are solved. When you wake up tomorrow, uh, what's the very first thing that you would notice that you would tell you that your life is better?
Um, do you mind repeating it one more time? I'm sorry.
Definitely not a problem. Again, this is the miracle question. Imagine while you were sleeping, everything that you were struggling with, everything we mentioned and we unpacked, it was resolved.
Okay.
So when you wake up, what is the first thing that you believe that you would notice?
Well, I'm well rested. I feel like I'm ready to start my day. I have the
Yes,
energy to get up with, no problems, no hesitation.
yes,
Um, and I would, I guess, check a planner, have a planner,
yes.
and have like a set schedule, like a
It would
routine.
already be organized. Yes,
Yeah, yeah. Um,
that's wonderful, amazing. Uh,
yeah, I think that's what
so
I would do.
now, sure. Now, at that picture, let's make a picture of your goal.
Okay.
One small step. What's one small step that you could take this week to move closer to the miracle?
Um, put my phone to the side and maybe not get on it before bed, like right before bed. So that way
Mm,
I'm actually trying to sleep and not be distracted by my phone and just let
sure,
time pass me by and
sure,
keep me
sure,
up.
sure.
And as far as like keeping myself organized, I would say use my planner, use a planner more often, use that more often, and not just go, try to rely on my memory for everything
Yeah,
because, you
that's a
know,
step. Yes,
yeah.
yes. So, and I like what you said about how you would progress in terms of going to bed, putting your phone away. But is there more that you can do? Is there anything you can do that would remind you to go to bed?
Mm, yeah, just give myself a curfew if I'm
Mm,
out. The curfew, sometimes that's an
so,
issue.
what can you do to remind yourself of the curfew?
Set an alarm on my phone.
There you go. Good suggestion. Yeah, that sounds great. That's a step, right?
Yeah.
It's a step that you can do, and the instrument that keeps you awake can now, it's a step. That's good work. Great concrete step. I like that you're thinking about something practical, something doable. Let's talk more about your strengths. On your intake, you rated yourself as a 10 out of 10. Your relationship with your friends and family are very strong. How do you see those strengths helping you to work on these goals?
Mm,
You have strong family bonds. You have
yeah.
strength within the household. How can you see that strength helping you work on these goals?
There would Well, I know my sister, she's not, she's a very, she's way more organized than I am. I can take some tips from her and,
Yeah,
like offer, ask for some advice because I'm sure she
yeah,
has many. She knows which planners are the best for,
yeah.
um, you know,
Organizing, yeah,
college. Yeah, and mm, I'm not so sure. I mean, I just leaning on them for support when it
sure. All
comes
of
to
these things are important. Well, let me summarize. You identify time management, sleep, and social confidence as areas that you want to work on. You see success as feeling rested, being more organized, and having confidence to reach out socially. You set a first step of using a bedtime alarm. Does that feel somewhat accurate?
yes.
Okay, all right, wonderful. You've taken an important first step in being here and setting a goal. Next time, we'll look at how your thoughts affect your feelings and actions, and I'll show you some strategies for reframing those thoughts so that they won't hold you back. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay, great. Thank you for your openness today, Marie, and I look forward to working with you more in our next session.
Thank you so much. Today was helpful.
Great, thank you for that.